Welcome back to the Bell Ringers podcast, where we talk all things sports,
betting.
and we sprinkle in a little pop culture here and there. My name is Tyler Press.
And I'm Ryan McDonald. Please, as always, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thebellringerspod, and subscribe, like our videos, like our shorts, comment, send it to your friends, and then follow us on social media at BellRingersPod on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and Spotify as well. All that much appreciated. And let's get into another episode as we recap Week 10 and preview Week 11 in the NFL.
Fresh off an Eagles-Packers Monday Night Football game, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a stinker, but it did come down to the wire, so at least that part was exciting.
It was a hard-fought defensive game, right? Like, not all can be shootouts, right?
Yeah, I mean, the week started off with a 10-7 game, ended with a 10-7 game. That part kind of stunk. It also ruined our parlay for last week. But yeah, we got the win. I was scared multiple times in this game with the Eagles, as I thought Quinyon Mitchell was down for the season.
Oh, jeez.
I texted the group chat saying season over.
Yep.
And then we saw Lane go down. I think you just said no.
Yeah. that was my recap for that. Yeah. Lane goes down, limps off field, and I'm like, oh, nope. No, don't be real. That was another one. Like, Quinyon going down, those exactly were the 2 minutes. I'm like, dude, no. Like, this cannot be the way this season's going to go. Like, those are two of the most important, like, probably one of the most important person we have on our defense right now is Quinyon Mitchell, because the drop-off after him is so brutal. And then Lane Johnson, like, we've seen how the offense moves when he's not on the field. And Saquon can't get going, and the offense just doesn't move as well, so...
It's about, I mean, like it's the same thing for both sides. It's like, all right, you either go from, Quinyon to like Jair Alexander, who's recovering from a knee injury and it's, getting older on one side, and then you go from Lane Johnson to
Fred Johnson,
who, I mean, he's struggled out there in the few times he's been out there for a couple snaps.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Parsons is a rough go ahead to warm up on, but
yeah, but he wasn't even, some of them were just
there wasn't even Micah that got through.
That's why I was more surprised when he did go out that they didn't just. I only think Micah was in on the next snap. I was like, why would they not just get him right in there right away?
Yeah,
but either way, we did. We held it out, won the game.
A win's a win.
Yeah.
A win is a win.
They're a good team there.
Right in Lambeau.
Yeah. In the frigid cold. It was when Lane came back in, his beard might have been the scraggliest I've ever seen it.
I know.
It was just
coming
out of
who
his
is that monster coming back on the field? He is like, that beard is insane looking. At the Packers, after a bad loss to the Panthers too, this kind of would have been like a get right game for them. Like, I know it's obviously the top NFC team with the Eagles, so it's not like it's really a get right, like easy get right game, but like when you come off of a bad loss to a bad team, normally they come out with a lot more juice, and to hold them to just one score, I think said a lot about our defense, and the defense did look really, really solid. Pick up Jalen Phillips immediately made an impact. He was a solid, like, just Howie doing Howie things. Only giving up a third-round pick for him, and
getting a lot of pressure had helped out a lot on the run defense.
Yeah,
that was one of the big things, because I was kind of just afraid of the run defense, how that was going to go.
Yeah, he looked really, really good. I was actually like, got him, Nolan Smith back. Like, it's just the defense all got healthy together, and it looked solid.
Yeah, and especially like the defense holding up on a game where the offense can't really move the ball that well. I mean, they moved the ball at times, but then they just struggle as they got closer. But when the offense isn't out there for that long of stretches, the defense has to keep going back out, especially in a game that's that cold where it's probably not that easy to stay super energized and warm.
Yeah. Well, so the first half was 0-0, which is the first time that's both teams were shut out in the first half, I think, in 2 years. Yeah, like you said, I think our first drive, we drove down the field, and then Jalen got the ball punched out, at the 10, 15-yard line or something like that. And then after that, it was each team was either 3-and-outing or punting every single, 3-and-out obviously leads to punt, but it was punt after punt after punt for the remainder of the half, for the most part. And then, like I said, we got a couple fumbles on Jordan Love. We had one fumble on Jordan Love, one on Josh Jacobs. The Jordan Love one was ugly. Nakobe Dean got him wrapped up, and he tried to just chest pass, I think, to Josh Jacobs, and a ball came out, and he just tried to smack it to him afterwards. It was a pretty ugly looking fumble, but
That first fumble we had, I didn't even see it because I was trying to watch the Manning cast because I knew Shane Gillis was going to be on. And I'm pretty sure at one point it just like they just didn't show it, and then all of a sudden the Green Bay had the ball. I was like, wait, we were like at least second down. Like, how do they have the ball now? I'm confused. And then they said something about like how like because I think Jordan Love fumbled the ball on like a snap and almost gave it up. He's like they're like almost back-to-back fumbles. I was like, oh, that's how we lost it. Okay.
all right. Aside from the Eagles, your boy went 3-1, possibly the start of a comeback. I don't know how that fixed my ranking.
So you're 14-26 now. The wheel went 0-4 at 13-23. So you are 1 percentage point lower than the wheel. So you're getting there.
I'm still lower than the wheel.
Yes, by 1 percentage point. You're at 35%. Wheels at 36. I went 1-3. Puts me dead at even 500 again.
Okay. My pick. So my one loss was the over on the Baltimore Ravens and Minnesota Vikings and Baltimore Ravens game. I think the over was 48.5. Total ended up being like 45 or 46, I think. So that was my one loss. My under hit, which was the Giants and the Bears.
Yep.
Which showed up or put the game on, and I see that it's snowing in Chicago. Was very happy to see that after taking that under. My favorite was the Lions minus 8.5, who absolutely dog walked the Commanders, like easiest cover of all time.
Yeah, the Commanders, I think it's something they've like lost 3 straight games by 21 plus points.
Yeah.
And as much as I would like to now take the Dolphins, it's the Dolphins, so I can't. Like, I mean, well, you can take the Dolphins, but I don't want to take them for 21 plus points spread. See, that's not the spread, but like
I was gonna say, spoiler alert, Ryan. It's 2.5, and I am taking the Dolphins.
that's fine. You're going to España. That's
yeah, I know. And the Commanders are they look like the worst team now in the NFL. But
it's a debate.
my dog was Patriots plus 2.5, which best call of all time because I said that I think our debate was the Patriots haven't played anybody yet. I'm like, this is what everybody's been saying about the Patriots, so this is a huge game for them to prove themselves. And yeah, they came out and they balled against the Bucs.
This is not going to stop me from saying that narrative because their schedule does not get any harder. It gets
doesn't.
easier.
This pretty much was the test, and they succeeded. But it's going back to easy schedule now going forward. But yeah, that's my 4. It went 3-1.
The wheel, like I said, 0-4. It loses Cleveland minus 2.5 at the Jets. It loses Washington plus 8.5. It's just a terrible pick by the wheel on that one.
Stupid wheel.
Loses the over in New Orleans, Carolina, over 39.5. It loses the under in Rams, San Francisco 49ers. Me, I picked the Carolina Panthers to cover 5.5, and they lost outright. I just maybe shouldn't bet on the Panthers. I think every single time I bet on the Panthers. Let's see. Bet on the Panthers. Let's see. Week 4 lost. Bet on them. I feel like I bet on them more than I guess I only bet on them twice in terms of spread. I think that's wrong, but either way, I bet on them twice and lost twice. So maybe just stay away from the Panthers. 1 Eagles plus 2.5 last night. It was pretty easy. They had the over, which within the first quarter, I was like, this is not going to go well.
I did the first half when it's still 0-0. Yeah,
didn't check the weather last Tuesday to know that it was going to be frigid temperatures and all that. So that didn't help. I don't think no, we did the trade deadline at that time. I lost my under as well. Cleveland at the Jets under 37.5, which I'm gonna blame the Jets getting 2 back-to-back special teams touchdowns, which kind of pissed me off because it's a 14-point swing that would have gotten me my under.
Which obviously you had every right to pick that for an under, but was weirdly one of the highest scoring games of the 1 o'clock slate. And I remember I was looking at Red Zone, like, how the hell is this the only game that's like 17-17 in the first half or something like that? It was crazy.
But even then, I was like, I still have a chance. But it, ended 47 total points, and literally just those 2 special teams touchdowns would have, pushed it back. But we move on to week 11.
Week 11, Thursday night football game.
Oh well, I guess do you want to? Do you see the Commanders? Daron Payne just punched Amon-Ra St. Brown in the face.
No, so I heard about it, and I heard he got suspended, but I didn't see the actual play. But
he just
was
stops,
it like after
turns.
a play?
Yeah, just Amon-Ra St. Brown's walking back in, he just winds up and just literally just punches right in the face. Well, it's with his helmet on too, which has got to be one of the dumbest things you can do.
Yeah, you're not really winning that battle no matter what. But
and I forget what Commanders player said that he's like, I saw Amon-Ra St. Brown punch him in the face first. It's like, dude, there's like 14 cameras.
Yeah.
No one saw that.
Yeah,
You're just straight up lying.
Speaking on that, do you see Jalix Hunt almost completely clothesline the referee after a sack? He got a sack and did a full I've never seen a wind up for a punch bigger in my entire life. Start at the ground, full fucking punch celebration, and the ref was walking by and had a duck because the fist literally would have gone through the dude's face.
I feel like I do kind of remember that, but I don't.
Oh, it was great.
Colts did win in overtime in Berlin. I kind of didn't really watch that game in the beginning, and then I kind of watched towards the end.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor won in Berlin, you mean? Because the dude had 3 touchdowns again.
244 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 receptions for 42 yards, and no touchdowns.
He's an absolute unit, and the fact that there's really no consistent elite quarterback play right now should be the front runner for MVP.
Yeah, it's kind of upsetting me that right now at this point everyone wants me to pick between Jonathan Taylor and Drake May for an MVP, and I don't want to pick either.
I don't know how you can't pick Jonathan Taylor, dude.
Well, because I wanted to pick Baker Mayfield in the beginning of the season, and now it's starting to die
Hey,
out.
Ryan, I wanted to pick fucking Joe Burrow, and that's not happening
I get
either.
it.
So, I like I said, it's Drake May's doing really solid with the Patriots, obviously, but like Jonathan Taylor is on an insane pace right now, and
no, I mean I'd rather him win it than Drake May. If the Patriots got a QB MVP within like 3 years of
Brady,
yeah,
no, I agree. That would be very frustrating.
The Dolphins upset Josh Allen and the Bills. That one
made no sense.
Yeah,
Josh Allen did not look good.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like they held scoreless for the first 3 quarters, and just as the Bills' offense going against the Dolphins' defense, when they just gave up one of the better pass rushers to us.
James Cook didn't really get going that well. As soon as they got in the red zone, I think they would pull him out of the game and put David in Davis.
Ray Davis.
They put Ray Davis in, and they got stuffed in the red zone like every time. And I'm sitting there with James Cook, like, dude, why the hell? Every time they get in the red zone, I look over and he's on the sidelines.
Yeah. Having him and Bijan Robinson when the Falcons just kept putting in Tyler Algier when they got close was really frustrating.
Yeah. Luckily, the team I have James Cook on, I also have Jonathan Taylor, who put up 48 points for me. That was my only dub of the fantasy. But, yeah, I mean, that was a crazy result. Like, the Dolphins, obviously, it's divisional, so you're like, they've had crazy outings recently. And I think the Bills went on a 7-game winning streak against the Dolphins, and then at 7, the Dolphins won and upset the streak. And again, this would have been 7 games in a row. Like, it was like a chain link thing. It was like, I don't know if it was on the 7th game.
So they went six wins and then lost 6 wins.
It was either 6 loss or 7 loss. But it happened is that this would have been the same streak. They would have broken the last streak with this game. And the Dolphins won again, which was pretty crazy. But yeah,
so you're gonna trust the Dolphins to go back-to-back wins, hold it up.
I am gonna trust because the Dolphins looked a lot better than the Commanders did last week.
They're very fair. I am scared of the Dolphins.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I get it. They're talking about how like Jaden Daniels could be healthy for next week. I don't understand how you could possibly think it's logical to put him back in the lineup. Like,
there's no point to it. You're not going to make the playoffs, so there's no point to risk injury. I mean, I would say wait until he's absolutely 100% healthy, because at the same time you don't really want to. If he's 100% healthy, there's no point to just sit him for no reason and tank. I mean, obviously there is a reason, but I'd rather not just sit my QB for no reason and like have him get rusty or whatever. I'd rather him just see reps. And if your team's getting demolished, you can take him out early, unlike that game against Seattle where he got hurt.
Yeah, which they made that mistake last time.
At the same time, if you're afraid of all your players getting hurt every single game, what are you doing?
But he's not all your players. He's your franchise quarterback who has literally gotten hurt twice this season already.
Well, no, that's what I said. Like, you don't have to go super hard and push him, because Joe Burrow might come back in a couple weeks, and that's going to be you're going to have to look at their record and see where they're at to decide whether or not you want to bring them back in.
Yeah.
And then we have another coaching firing, as Brian Daboll got fired by the Jets. Or the Giants, sorry.
So I saw that alert, and then there was no confirmation behind it. So I was like, I don't know if this is bullshit or not. I don't want to post anything about it. It was confirmed that he did it. Okay, cool.
I get that they've lost kind of excruciatingly past couple weeks, but they've also lost 2 of their better offensive weapons.
They lost literally their 2 offensive weapons.
So I mean,
and they have Sterling Shepard looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad coach. I think he hasn't had the best things to work with.
No.
But then I wonder if some of it has to be like Daniel Jones playing well, if they're just kind of like, you did terrible with him and he's doing good with this team, so why couldn't you do this?
I mean, last 2 weeks Daniel Jones has been acting a little giant Daniel Jonesy too.
Not nearly as bad.
Not as bad, but I mean, Jonathan Taylor won that game. Berlin game. That was Daniel Jones was not playing great and was bleeding from the mouth, looked scary. And did you see that?
Yeah, I did. It kind of looked like his face making. I'm sure like it hurt a little bit, but he just kind of looked like he wanted to cry.
Yeah.
Which like partially felt bad, but at the same time, it's like you're a football player. Come on, just take it to the chin.
All right, ready for Thursday night?
Yeah.
So we're recording on Tuesday. For some reason, the DraftKings is not letting us do a lot of props for this game yet.
Well, because you got Ramondre Stevenson's his status is currently unknown, so I don't think they want to decide who gets the rushing yards. And then my idea was just going to be to bet against Justin Fields and do all the unders, but I think they might. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if they're just unsure that if he's going to play at all.
So New England Patriots or Jets are playing in New England, but it's actually no. I'm sorry, Thursday night. It is in New England. I was gonna say, but it's in Berlin. And New York Jets at New England Patriots. Patriots are 12.5-point favorites, and the total is 43.5.
Berlin Patriots versus Jets.
Berlin Patriots versus the Jets. Yeah. Now
I've seen that on TV.
I can bet Trayvon Henderson anytime touchdown. I can bet Ramondre Stevenson anytime touchdown right now. I don't know if I want to.
I fingers crossed. I would be very. It would benefit me a lot if Trayvon Henderson becomes just a full-fledged starter for this team after he had a good game last week.
Oh, but I see what you're saying. We can't even bet the unders on Justin Fields either.
No, that's what I mean. We only get props for Drake May, Brees Hall, and then the wide receivers basically.
Huh?
Which I mean isn't terrible, but at the same time,
Yeah, Justin Fields or who's their other guy? Is it Tyrod?
I think it might have been Tyrod.
I don't know if I want to bet the under just because I know they're. But like again, Jets. He bet the under against the Jets last week against the Broncos, who are a great defense. Or I'm sorry, not the Broncos. The Browns played the Jets last week.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't like betting the under on it, but it's a primetime game. Normally they look like shit. Oh shit, Rye. What do we want to do?
And I'm kind of looking. I mean, I don't. The part of it's like, how soon do the Patriots start winning, and like will Drake May just stop throwing the ball? Because like, if we want to do his over, his over's at passing yards over under is at 240.5, which I kind of like, but it's just like, does he get to like does he only have to throw 20 times?
Right. My pick for this is going to be, I think I'm going to do Diggs over 4.5 receptions. I think I like that one right now.
I don't hate that. I was thinking maybe some of the receiving props as well.
Because the only surefire thing I know in this game is that Drake May is one of the has the best completion percentage in the NFL. So I would feel good about using Patriots receivers for stuff. But
you said what, 4.5 receptions?
Yeah, I got him at over 4.5 receptions.
I don't want to bet on a single Jets wide receiver. I like Brees Hall, but at the same time, they could just get demolished so bad it might not matter.
I mean, in my mind, Brees Hall is getting.
Could do rushing and receiving Brees Hall over 80.
I don't hate that because I was gonna say he's been. Last game he got targeted heavily.
Yeah, but I think Justin? Well, I think Justin Fields had like 10 passing yards besides the 40-yard touchdown that Brees Hall got.
It was a screen pass too.
Yeah, that's.
So rushing and receiving Brees Hall is 98. Over 80.5.
Yeah, that's still kind of risky, but yeah, I mean they played a good defense last week, and he got that.
Yeah.
Even without the big touchdown catch. I don't hate just Drake May 2+ passing touchdowns because even if he doesn't have to throw that much, I could see that. But then if Trayvon Henderson does the running thing again,
dude, these three legs are not good for odds right now. This is crazy.
Well, we only have 2 so far, right?
Stephon Diggs 4.5 receptions. Brees Hall rushing receiving yards 80.5, and Drake May 2 passing touchdowns.
Oh, that's
those 3 combined is plus 350. That's terrible.
It's pretty bad. Do you throw like a Mac Hollins, Keyshawn Booty pass or like anytime touchdown? just to boost up the odds and just I'm trying to look in like the plus 200 range, or do we just? I mean, we could go Patriots defense.
Patriots defensive touchdown
plus 550 or 500.
Defensive special teams. Patriots defense first touchdown plus 2,500.
I'm not doing first touchdown.
I don't know, dude. Yeah. All right, recapping our Thursday night parlay. I got Stephon Diggs over 4.5 receiving receptions. I got Stephon Diggs over 4.5 receptions, and I have Mac Hollins over 40 receiving yards.
And I have Drake May 2+ passing touchdowns and Brees Hall over 80.5 rushing plus receiving yards. Those 4 legs add up to plus 850 on DraftKings. And then did you have
I had a
boost?
30% profit boost to put it up to plus 1105. $10 wins you 120.
We're gonna win this one, even though we're scared of this game being bad.
Yeah, because honestly, that's the problem is the games have all been shit, so nobody's getting their stats.
Yeah, I thought it was for sure. Just we could just ride on Justin Fields under passing. Just put it down to like as low as we could possibly get it.
Yeah, our parlay is 1 leg, and it's just Justin Fields
Under
not
25 passing yards.
Yeah, not passing at 60 yards today. But yeah, no, we couldn't do any Justin Fields one because we don't even know if he's going to start the game yet. It's Tuesday here.
Yeah. I would say if he does, I would just take all his unders because one it being a Thursday divisional game and a good defense.
Yeah.
And I know we didn't do it, but I kind of do like New England defensive touchdown.
I know. It's not a bad one.
Kind of might have to sprinkle like a $5 on first touchdown and then $10 on any time.
$2,500, $5, not bad. All right.
What's that got to get? That's got to be $5 would be 5 to win 130. So maybe 25 for 650. Would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty sweet. All right. Moving on to the Sunday slate. We're starting off in. Did you say it was in Berlin?
España. Spain.
Oh, Spain.
I was getting a little Spanish on you.
Spain, and it's good because I'll do this one because I have a pick in this game already. We have Washington Commanders at Miami Dolphins, but it's actually in Spain. Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites, and the total is 47.5. And I'm riding with the Dolphins after a big win against Buffalo.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I just Dolphins. I'm trying to just find teams. Like, there's teams I can't bet on as a favorite, and one of them's the Dolphins.
Yeah, Ryan. Question: do they have dolphins in Spain?
Well, probably not in the inland.
Not inland, but you think the waters around Spain have dolphins?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I was just asking, see if Ryan's brain had that kind of knowledge.
I don't know. I'm not a big aquatic guy.
I don't know about Spain's aquatic situation. All right, so yeah, I like Dolphins minus 2.5 here. The Commanders' defense sucks, but their offense, I don't know how much of them are even starting. 47.5 is a lot of points.
I gotta look this up now. Yeah, I mean, one thing. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to do with either of these teams, but the Spanish part kind of brought it up. I've been seeing clips. I don't know if it's real or not, but I think it's Bad Bunny's music being translated, and if it's real, it's terrible.
Oh.
Like obviously his music is good. I think it sounds good, but when you translate it to English, it's just some of the dumbest lyrics I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, interesting. So the guy is not good. How about that,
I didn't
fellas?
say. I mean,
he sounds good in his own language, but not in America.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be singing in English.
Heard it here first, folks. Ryan said Bad Bunny should go back to.
Yes, there are dolphins in Spain, which I guess can be seen in wild. So I guess there are inland dolphins.
Did you know Bad Bunny was Puerto Rican, so he actually is American?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. I was waiting for you to be like, get him out of this country. He's not from here.
No,
Well, technically, he's from a territory.
I never said that actually.
I said I was waiting for you to say that so I could bring it up. You didn't, so
cancel me, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I had to get technical.
All right, what do you got
for the next game?
Yeah, that's right.
1 o'clock slate starts off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Buffalo to face the Bills. Bills are 5.5-point favorites, over under 47.5, and I'm gonna take a pick here. I'm taking the over 47.5 because Buffalo Bills defense looks like it can't stop anyone, and I think their offense is good enough to bring it back and score some points on Sunday. I know they couldn't get the Dolphins defense, which is still a mystery to me, but I think they'll be able to keep this game at least close.
Okay.
I expect kind of a similar game to what the Bucs had last week with the Patriots.
Bucs coming off of a loss too. They're gonna be coming out hot.
Yeah.
Mika Buka is a beast.
My only fear now looking at this in Buffalo is the weather, because at this time of year, Buffalo weather
cold,
could be anything.
Snow has officially started.
Sometimes their snow games get pretty high scoring because no one can tackle anyone.
Yeah. Big James Cook game. First snow game in Buffalo is going to be a massive James Cook game, and I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get him in one fantasy league. Be like, hey, come on, give me. You need need wide receivers.
How great is that combination? James Cook and Jonathan Taylor as my running backs.
I have James Cook, Bijan, and then Javonte Williams.
Ooh. That's my third guy too. Is Javonte Williams. All right. I like I don't know, because both these teams are coming off of a pretty a loss that they were
What's
decently favored to win.
spread? I don't like. That's why I was just kind of taking the over.
Yeah, spread I don't like too. -5.5 when one of these teams lost to a much worse opponent than the other. So
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't think Bucky Irving's going to be back, but I mean, it's kind of because if he does come back, I think their offense does play a lot better
okay.
for the Bucks. It's
Yeah,
just,
I don't like the spread. I probably would lean
Yeah.
Buccaneers almost.
and the Bills. I mean, who did they lose to earlier in the year? That was a bat. Was it? Oh, they lost to the Falcons, right? Where everyone was like, "How did they lose that game?" And then they came out the next week in like
Yeah,
2 weeks. Or yeah, okay.
yeah, I believe you're right.
Breaking news: Antonio Brown pleads not guilty to attempted murder charge stemming from May shooting.
Cincinnati Bengals at Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, Steelers game. There you go. Good timing.
Yeah. Steelers are 5.5-point favorites. Total is 49.5. Ryan, I know we had this thing where we took the over on the Bengals games. Are you doing it again?
No, it's in the divisional game. AFC North football can't do it. Can't do it.
That's a good decision. I don't believe I did it either. I just want to double check. No, I didn't do it. But you know what I did do, Ryan?
You took the Cincinnati Bengals plus 5.5.
Is that what you would have picked?
That is probably what I would have picked. Yeah.
That is what I picked, Ryan. Cincinnati Bengals plus 5.5 is my dog because it's a divisional game, and I believe the last time they played, Joe Flacco aired the fuck out on these clowns.
And I think are they coming off a bye? The Bengals, the Bungles.
I believe the Bengals are coming off a bye as well.
Is that a ghost in your house?
I didn't think he'd show his appearance on the podcast, but yes, I have been living with a ghost recently. No,
I don't think that got on the mic, but I just heard either your dog or.
I have a fucking my house is haunted by an owl right now, and it's just he whispers "whoo" in my ear every single night.
Who's on first?
Who's on first?
But yeah,
I don't know if I like the over, but I do like the Bengals.
yeah, I only don't like the over because it's a divisional game, and it's this division. Kind of curious. The Pittsburgh Steelers are set up almost perfectly to go 9-8 or 8-9 again.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure their over under was what? It had to have been 8.5 or 9.5, but it was right there.
It was right about there. And we said you took the under because you're like, this is the year that they're not going to break 500. I'm like, you're wrong. This is the year that they are going to continue breaking 500.
Started out like 5-1 and then proceeded to lose like 3 straight games.
The question is 9-8 going to give them a playoff spot?
That is.
I don't know.
I mean, you have the Chiefs at 5-4 right now.
Yeah.
Looking into the playoffs. Outside looking in.
Outside looking in. All right.
Next up, I got the Houston Texans going down to Tennessee. The Texans are 7.5-point favorites, over under 39.5. Got another pick here.
I assume with this spread that they assume C.J. Stroud's going to be back.
I would imagine so. It's a concussion. Usually that doesn't last more than 1 week unless
Yeah.
it's Tua's multiple concussions.
What's your pick, Ryan?
Still doing under 39.5. I think the Texans can score, but Tennessee's not going to score a point.
Yeah,
Although,
Texans have a solid defense. I can see them really rattling the Titans.
if I was the Tennessee Titans, I might be looking right at Ryan Dable as a new head coach.
Ooh, okay. I wouldn't hate it.
Just 'cause I think he's a good offensive, mind, and I think you get him down there with a rookie or a young quarterback.
Young quarterback, yep.
After that, maybe offensive coordinator, but you'd probably get the head coach first.
So we're looking at your under here of 39.5.
Yeah.
All right, I don't hate that under.
I'm slightly afraid that the Texans are able to just smoke the Titans, but at the same time, I don't think their offense really has been able to put up points much. Well, I guess this past week they did with Davis Mills, so that might be a bad idea. But I kind of think the Titans' defense is possibly better than the Jaguars.
The Texans defense is definitely better than the
No,
Jaguars.
Titans.
Titans defense better than Jaguars.
That when you're playing a game that you don't have to keep scoring, it's kind of easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like in the spread? Would you take the Texans -7.5?
Yes,
though?
absolutely.
Yeah, I think I would too. All right, next game I do have a pick in. Chicago
So
Bears.
do I.
Oh, shit. Chicago Bears at Minnesota Vikings, Ryan. The Vikings are 3.5-point favorites, and the total is 48.5. Are you taking the over?
No, I'm taking the Bears.
Oh, I'm taking the over.
Oh, you said I got 3.5 because
I have 3. No.
okay, I was gonna say I have 3. If you were gonna give me the extra half, I was gonna take it.
Well, I'm not going to give you that, Ryan, because I'm looking at 3 right now.
Well, I thought you said 3.5. That's why I was getting excited. I thought I was getting an extra half point.
I'm sorry. Total is 48.5. So Rye's taking the Bears +3, and I'm
Yes,
taking
sir.
the over of 48.5. It's tough. That's a tough call, right? It's a tiny spread for. I mean,
Yeah, well, I didn't like it. There's one dog that I kind of liked, and I refused to take it. This is a close second.
Okay. I didn't like a lot of dogs either this week, but I did like the Bengals. I mean, Bengals Bucks wasn't even a bad one either.
Yeah, but I mean, those ones were.
I
a
just
little
don't like
150.
yours. I'm saying. I think the Bears are a good team. I don't think they're a great team. I don't think Minnesota's that great of a team either.
Yeah, I don't think Nine's that good of a quarterback.
You don't think Nine's a good quarterback, huh?
No, I don't think he is. I think he's a little overrated.
JJ McCarthy has an alter ego called Nine
Yep.
that he apparently turns into when he puts the eye black on and walks out on the field, but he did not. Nine did not look
gives
good
him a
last
solid
week.
150 yards.
Yeah.
Good job, 9.
Didn't look good last week, but this Bears defense is absolutely atrocious, and I think he should be able to pull it off, moving the offense a lot better this week. But the Bears offense moves the ball very well too, especially running the ball.
The Ravens defense stunk, and they couldn't really do too much there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be.
I just trust a little bit more here the Bears offense compared to the Vikings offense, and I mean I think the Vikings got the best of the first game, so I think the Bears are going to be able to get even with them.
This is honestly a pretty crazy game because I know the Bears just jumped the Packers in the standing. How close are they to the Vikings? The Vikings are at the bottom. My bad. Holy shit! I thought the Vikings had a better record than 4-5.
No, remember when they had Carson Wentz and they lost like 3 games
right.
in a row?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ryan. The Bears are sitting tied with the Lions at 6-3 at the top of the standings, and then we got
their
the Lions.
dogs. Yeah,
and we got the Lions and their dog. Right, I'm turning around a little bit. The fact that the Vikings are the bottom of the division, the Bears are the top right now. All right, I see the logic.
I don't think Carson Wentz is that bad. I don't think 9's all that good. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, which I'm hoping for though. But I could see the Bears covering. Excuse me, I did NFL Week 11, and you're showing me
See
college
the Bears
football.
are winning the game because it is inside, so you don't have to worry about the weather.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it helps Caleb Williams in his nail polish.
All right, what's the next game, Rye?
I got the Los Angeles Chargers going to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. Chargers are 3-point favorites, over under 43.5. Jaguars coming off a win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jaguars coming off a loss to the Texans at Davis Mills. That was kind of a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I have my final pick in this game. It's the under.
I have one more pick left.
It's under of 43.5 on this game.
It's tough.
It's a low score, but I don't think the Chargers offense is moving as well as they once were. And what did they put up against the Steelers?
It was in the 20s.
So let's see. Let's look at both this team's scores and see if it would have covered last week. I had the Chargers won
25.
Okay, that's not a great start. 25-10 against the Steelers, and then the other team
Jaguars was 29, so it would have went over.
29. Holy Christ!
Yeah.
29 against the Texans.
Yeah.
Good Lord. All right, I'm a little nervous about it now. But anyway, sticking to it. That's my under.
I mean, yeah, I normally wouldn't hate it as
How did the
much.
Chargers put? Oh, I mean,
It's
Steelers.
just that the other week when I picked Jaguars Raiders under, and the game started out under, and then they just put up a bunch of points, got me upset.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would I think Chargers here -3 is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Jaguars still dealing with injuries on offense. I think Travis Hunter got a season-ending surgery today for his knee. Brian Thomas still banged up, but they probably will have Jacoby Myers able to play this week.
Who the fuck scored for the Jaguars last night? I know ETN got a touchdown, but they don't have their 2 wide receivers, don't they? Is Brian Thomas playing?
I think Parker Washington got a couple of touchdowns.
What? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'll derail right now. Oh, Jacoby Myers came over.
Yeah, but I don't think he actually.
41 yards. No one on their team received. Oh, they have defensive touchdowns?
Pretty sure Parker Washington got a touchdown or two.
Parker Washington got 1 touchdown, but none of their receivers had more than 3 catches.
Let's see. So they had field goal, they had Parker Washington touchdown, then they had Parker Washington touchdown. Return, okay. So one of them was a kick return.
Yeah, it was a punt return touchdown, okay.
Field goal, touchdown, Travis Etienne. Yeah. So one was just, it was okay.
It was a punt return. And
So
then
there you go. That's kind of, I mean, you'd rather see that because, special teams touchdowns are not as easy to.
repeat.
Yeah.
All right, we have hope. We have hope, boys. All right, next game I got is Green Bay Packers going to the New York Giants. Packers are 7-point favorites, and the total is 43.5.
Green Bay coming off 2 straight loses as they, lose their grip on possibly winning the division.
Yep.
They're gonna need one here. I think they're gonna.
Come out hot.
Yeah.
Come out swinging
Yeah.
against banged up Giants.
They do need to kind of get back into shape running the ball. Josh Jacobs has not done too bad this year, but it's not done too great either. I think they really
He
need to
looked
need to
good.
set the tone.
He was moving the ball well against us, but the fumble in the late game was pretty bad for them. But the touchdown he got was he literally drove like 4 of our players on his back.
No, yeah. But I think it just needs to be a little more consistent.
Yeah.
He needs to break away for a couple because I feel like we're used to seeing him break away for a couple more 15 plus yarders. Yeah.
Say the same about us though.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I would agree. I think I like the Packers -7 here. Are the Packers frauds though?
I personally don't think so, but I mean,
It's getting close to being a valid question.
it is.
Very bad performances. Offense
I
does not
don't
look
want to
good.
say they are because then that makes us look not as good either. Because if they're frauds, we only beat them by 3 points and we almost lost.
Yeah, but
So how much of it is? Or I mean, I think the Panthers are a decent team, not a good team. I know they did lose to them, but how much of it is them playing good teams compared to? Because they also beat the Lions week 1.
Yeah, but week 1 can be chalked to a preseason. The Lions look like shit week 1, and then have come around and dominated. I think that version of the Lions is less accurate representation. I think both of them are not good representations of the team because I think they both kind of didn't look the same afterwards. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to check back in with the Packers. I think they should be able to talent wise handle the Giants very easily. Yeah. It's not a bad pick to pick the Packers, but I have questions about it.
All right, next up I got the Carolina Panthers going to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Falcons 3.5-point favorites, over under 42.5 points. I'm not touching this game. Like I said, I refuse to bet on the Panthers anymore. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Last time they played the Panthers, I think shut them out 30-0.
Yeah, which is I feel like if I bet on the Panthers or pick the Panthers here, it probably would be the exact opposite. The Falcons would win 30-0. So yeah. I'm not doing that.
No, I wouldn't touch this game at all.
Thankfully, this is a 1:00 game mixed in with 7 other 1:00 games because this week we only have 2 teams on bye, the Colts and the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus. I got to replace Jonathan Taylor.
Sorry to late. But yeah, this is the game that Red Zone's going to forget about, I think.
Absolutely. All right, moving on to the 4:00 slate. I got Seattle Seahawks at LA Rams.
This is going to be a good game.
I was going to say, going from probably the worst game of the day to maybe the best. The Rams are 2.5-point favorites, and the total is 48.5. And yeah, I think these are 2 massive contenders in the NFC right now, which I don't think I would have said going into the season that Seattle was going to be up there like that. But
yeah, I really didn't. I thought their offensive line was going to be worse, and it's shown. It's stood up.
Yeah, so I like the Rams. I think the Rams are a more well-rounded team. I think they can run the ball better. I think they can throw the ball better.
The Seahawks are hot. They've scored 20+ points in the first half, but 2 weeks in a row.
I know they have.
They are on a roll.
I mean, yeah, but that last matchup was it the Saints or the Raiders where they had they had 2. I think it was against Geno. They stripped them twice and ran back touchdowns. It was 2 fumble recoveries for touchdowns.
The Raiders played the Broncos this past week.
Then it was the other team I just said. Saints?
I don't know. Did they play the Saints? I feel like
who did they just do that to?
That's what I'm trying to find.
No.
The Cardinals, yeah.
Is that the game?
It was the Cardinals. Granted, the week before it was the Commanders. The Commanders defense bad. This week, or the past week, was the Cardinals, who have a decent defense.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett. That's why I was kind of mixing. I didn't.
Yeah. I did see a clip where he got called Geno Smith, or a cheap Geno Smith. Which, if you're a cheap Geno Smith, you're not really much of anything.
No, because
I was a little rude.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there was 2 defensive fumble recoveries for touchdowns in that game. But, yeah, I mean, you're right. It was a touchdown.
Which, I'll be honest, 2 of those fumble recoveries they kind of look like they might have been, just forward progress. And I was kind of
Yeah.
It was close. I did think about taking the Seahawks plus 2.5 here. I think that's where I'd lean. It's just I didn't have the confidence in it to take it as my pick.
Okay. I wouldn't be confident with that either. Not disrespecting your pick, but this is a really good matchup. I honestly kind of am leaning the Rams, but
right, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you.
I'm
not mad at you.
I like the over though.
Yeah, I think the over is a good one. All right, did you say that game or did I?
You said that game. So the San Francisco 49ers 2.5-point favorites as they go to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Over under of 48.5. So I have no idea.
Yeah, this is a rough one too. Just because
Brock Purdy's probably not going to play again.
No, I mean,
He could be dead for all I know.
well, I don't know what the point of. I mean, where are they at right now? I keep going back to standings.
I mean, San Fran's played pretty well, but
They
the Cardinals
have.
have also not played too bad with Jacoby Brissett. But then they just got smoked by the Seahawks, which, like I said, I do think is a good team. But it's just I don't know the health of either of these teams.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're sitting one game behind in the NFC West, but the two teams above them in the NFC West are the Seahawks and the Rams, who are absolute dogs.
I mean, I'd want to lean San Fran here, especially with the chance that Brock Purdy might play
Yeah.
and Pearsall might come back. But I don't really like it either way.
What's the spread? I think
2.5.
I think you can safely lean the Niners here. They've been able to get dubs on, I think, better teams than the Cardinals with this banged up roster.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would lean them. All right, I got Baltimore Ravens at Cleveland Browns. A lot of division matchups this week.
Yeah.
Just noticing that now. There's a lot. But Ravens at Cleveland Browns. Ravens are 7.5-point favorites. Total is 39.5. I like the Ravens minus 7.5. I know it's a big spread.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
the
this-
offense is back and the defense looks good too.
If you remember when they played earlier in the season, it was a smoke. The Ravens killed them.
Mhm.
Granted, they did stuff Derrick Henry for
Oh,
he
yeah.
just stuffed him for no
That
yards
was
at
like
all.
week 2 because I think
Yep.
week 1, Derrick Henry went off and I was like, "Yo, my teams are locked in, dude. You guys are doomed." And then
It
he hasn't
was
played
week
better
2
since.
because I picked Derrick Henry week 2 for the.
Survivor pool.
Yep, and he didn't get it.
Yeah.
That was sad.
So I like the Ravens here a lot. Minus 7.5 looks good, and
The
total.
over under is tough because, I mean, the Ravens would have got this themselves last time,
Yeah,
but at the same, it's such a low number. I think the Ravens offense might.
I think you go over on this.
Yeah.
I think you take the over.
What did the Ravens scored 27 this past week on the Vikings? Yeah, I think they could do that.
All right,
Next up, I got the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Denver Broncos. Chiefs are minus 3.5-point favorites, over under 43.5. This is my last pick, and I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs minus 3.5.
ooh,
The Broncos they barely beat the Raiders,
yeah,
barely beat the Giants before. That took like a 33-point fourth quarter comeback. The Chiefs are rolling, and they come off a bye. Andy Reid after a bye is pretty much a lock to win.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, give me the Chiefs minus 3.5.
All right, I like it. You're not a believer. This was the matchup we kind of talked about in the beginning of the season about this division. Who was going to come out on top?
That's before Bo Nix has decided to stink.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to argue it. Currently, if Bo Nix thinks they're sitting at 8-2 right now.
Yeah, no, they've gotten wins. Lucky or not, they've gotten wins.
Yeah, they're tied for the most wins in the NFL.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are on a hot streak for sure right now. The offense is moving and coming off a bye. I understand you're absolutely right. You give Andy Reid an additional week of prep time to prepare for a team, especially a rookie young quarterback.
I just think they're going to be all over Bo Nix.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's a big game for the division too.
I mean, the Chiefs are still currently outside of the playoff race, so they need every win they can get.
Yeah, I mean currently, Chiefs are one game out of the wild card, tied record with the Jags, and the wild card sitting right now: Chargers, Buffalo Bills, and Jaguars. But I mean that's gonna change for sure. There's no shot that remains the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, right? I don't hate the Chiefs pick. Finishing up with the Sunday night football game.
Not finishing up.
You're right, because I guess we do talk about Monday, don't we?
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about Monday.
I am a little so just before we go off the Chiefs, I'm a little annoyed the Chiefs are still plus 600 and are tied for the tied for the shortest odds to win the Super Bowl. They're not currently in the playoffs, but shortest odds. It makes sense.
It's funny because my games I had to pick more NFL to get past the Sunday night game because there's so little buys. But Detroit Lions at Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. Total is 46.5. It's a big matchup.
Yeah, this was the game I alluded to a little bit earlier ago, where I kind of would have thought about taking the Lions plus 2.5. I still believe.
2.5 is borderline a pick 'em, right?
Yeah, nope, I know
You're telling
that.
me that the Eagles are going to lose.
I'm not saying that I think the Eagles are going to win this game, but I am very scared this is going to be a very, very close game, and it's going to have us on the edge of our seats the whole time.
I hope so.
Because I mean, just
The Lions look good.
the Lions' offense looks really good,
Mm-hmm.
and our offense still kind of looks, eh.
Right. But our defense looks really, really good too.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm like, we're gonna have to kind of fight and claw for a couple of touchdowns, and then we're gonna, hopefully stuff the Lions a few times. I think it's gonna be a battle.
It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a great primetime game. Great primetime game. I obviously I'm gonna say Eagles gonna cover 2.5, and the total is I think the over is gonna hit in this game.
Well, I'm gonna go with the opposite, under.
Okay, good for you, right? Good for you.
All right, to end the week, we have the Dallas Cowboys -3.5-point favorites at the Las Vegas Raiders.
There's a lot of you've been doing right now.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it on an angle. It's my bad. Over under 50.5. I mean, the Raiders stink.
Raiders flipping stink, but the Cowboys aren't the best either.
Yeah, it's
But
just
good to have the Cowboys back. I think they're definitely gonna cover this game for sure.
Yeah, I think they're gonna put some points.
Yeah, 3.5 seems kind of crazy with how they had the most elite offense in the NFL. And yes, their defense sucks, but the Raiders' offense is not good either. So
There's something I want to say. I don't know if I can say it.
say it.
It's the RIP game. RIP, Marshawn, Nealand. They're gonna fight for their boy. They're gonna play for their boy.
Listen, Ryan. I don't think anyone's gonna be
they're
mad at
putting
you
the
for
patch
saying
on.
respect, and they're gonna.
Yeah. Respect. They're gonna put the patch on. They're gonna put his number on helmet probably, and they're gonna play for their boy.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be an extremely high scoring game, and I think 50.5 is gonna hit.
Sorry.
And the Dallas is definitely gonna cover the spread.
Yeah, I'm on the same line there.
All right.
Let's do the wheel
real quick.
Hold on, let me get rid of. I gotta clear mine. All right, there we go. Favorite is going to be Baltimore. Or was it -7.5 at Cleveland? Why can't I find this? There we go. All right, what do we got for a dog? It is doing the Jacksonville Jaguars +3 at home against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
I started scrolling weeks ahead. That was bad. Went the wrong way.
Yeah, Jags +3 against Chargers.
Over. Detroit, Philly. Okay. Don't like that one. You like that one, but
I
don't
like this one. Yeah, I think the over is gonna hit. But
I mean, if you asked me last week, I would have said over. After watching last night's game, I'm gonna say under. But that might be. I mean, maybe it's recency bias, and maybe I shouldn't use that. Maybe it's bad.
46.5 over it has.
Oh yeah, thank you. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Up to and to under, so it's doing both.
Okay, so
No, I'm not doing that. We're gonna respin.
it's looking for an exact 46.5 score to go 0.
Imagine it just picked only one game.
Yeah.
All right, it's got the under. Okay, so it did go back to a similar game. Jacksonville at or Chargers at Jacksonville under 43.5.
Got it. Wait, that's my under too.
Oh, he did do that under. I forgot.
All right, wheel yo. Can't go 0-4 twice.
It could.
Well, actually, it could.
Well, technically, it could go 0-8. All right. Well, I guess that's convenient. Now I have to recap. So you got anything else for football this week? At least NFL football.
NFL football. I'm trying to think of some of the notable moments in the games.
Yeah, I mean you got they said De'Aaron Payne ejection.
Do you want to talk about the guy that died?
Yeah, I mean I think I was told that the girlfriend called the cops saying he had issues with mental illness, and the police were trying to find him, and then he evaded on foot and shot himself in the head. So rest in peace,
Marshawn Nealand.
Yes, I don't know how much of that's actually able to go on YouTube anyway, so maybe this is all going to get cut anyway.
How you can be the judge of that? We don't really care if it goes up or not. I don't really fucking care.
On that note, move on to MLB free agency starting.
Woo! On a lighter note.
I know. Let me get this guy's name first. Let's see. Nope. Nope. All right, there we go. Let's see. His name is the Japanese player that I want, Munetaka Murakami. He just, I guess his window to start talking to teams opened up last Friday, the 7th. So I think might be like 40-some days to talk to teams and decide. So I think it's sometime in December he has to, or like he'll be signed to an MLB team. And I'm, fingers crossed it's going to be us. Although I have seen a lot of memes and a lot of people making fun that are just saying it's going to be it's like 40 days or whatever. It's going to be 39 days of your team thinking that you can get them. And then on the 40th day, it's just the Dodgers signed them for $500 million.
Can I tell you a stupid thought I had?
You go ahead.
you said the window to talking to this guy is opened, and in my mind, he was just like in his kitchen, and he opened up the window, and there's a bunch of like MLB like team owners that were just waiting outside of his window to talk to him.
Just like the American, like a pie outside of a
Yeah.
window.
Yeah.
America.
Sorry, that's why I giggled looking at you when you were going through
That's
there.
fine. He plays third base, a little bit of first base, so I think he'd be a good asset. Granted, I mean that would mean we either have to get rid of Bohm or Bryce has to go back to the outfield. But that might, I mean, if we lose Nick Castellanos, Bryce could go back to right field.
I'm not mad about that.
First, so I wouldn't be upset.
No.
Big power lefty. I want to get more power in there.
Yeah.
He's young. He's like 25, so it's kind of one of the big things. The team's getting so old. I don't want us to get. I don't like. I heard a rumor about Nolan Arenado. I think he's in his mid 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of just want to stop getting old guys.
Yeah.
It's like if we don't win this year, we're done.
Yeah, I agree. We need to start fixing this team for the long run because I agree. Like, we kind of are at the end of our prime years of these guys, and we're going to be with them for a long time period, and we can have them be the backbone of this team going forward. Like, we need a lot more young talent.
Like, Wheeler's only got a couple years left. Nola's probably only got a couple years left.
Mm-hmm.
JT's only probably got a couple years. Schwarber, if he does sign, only a couple years.
Yeah.
Bryce, I don't know how many years he has left. Trey, I think he's a little bit younger, but still getting older. It's a little fearful.
It's fearful. It's fearful for sure.
I will mention that Penn State almost won. That got me really excited. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of funny. I was watching with my mother.
Against Indiana, right? No, I did watch this game, I think. I watched this game.
My mother kept being towards the end of the game on those really close calls. She's like, "They're not in. They're not in." I was like, no, "They're definitely in, Mom. I know your eyes aren't the best, but that's in." So sorry, Mom. I was hoping on your side as well, but unfortunately we weren't that lucky. They did. I forgot that I just was so not interested in paying attention to the playoff rankings that I forgot that they were doing those last week and started those. Okay, so the rankings are coming out live right now, I think.
Okay, so
I thought they came out. They started last week, I thought. Predictions are Ohio State 1, Texas A&M 2, Indiana 3, Bama 4, Georgia 5, Ole Miss 6, Texas Tech 7, Oregon 8, Notre Dame 9, Texas 10, Oklahoma 11, BYU 12. So BYU would be the last one in.
Okay. That sounds like a fun playoffs.
Yeah, Vanderbilt's getting closer. They're 14, 8-2. Notice none of these teams have. There's a couple of 2-loss teams in there, but no 3 losses. Definitely too early for a 3-loss team. But you're gonna have some. There's a lot of SEC teams that already have losses. It's gonna be kind of close at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
You can get in. Notre Dame, being where they are, they really haven't beaten anyone.
They need to win out, right?
Yeah, especially because Notre Dame does not play in a conference, so they don't have a conference championship to get into.
Gotcha.
So basically, if they lose, they probably are not going to get in.
Gotcha. All right. I don't know if you have a lot of NBA news.
Nope, I just got Nico Harrison is fired.
Yeah. Dallas Mavericks GM.
Which I think it's just weird timing for it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to fire...
The start of a Cooper Flag year.
Yeah, if you're not going to fire him for trading Luka, like, what has he done that you've not liked within the past month and a half?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it just sitting in, or is like finally settling in now? Like, oh shit! Like they're looking at Luka like healthy on another team, being like, oh man, you know what it is Luka dunked in his last game, and they're like, oh, you know what, dude? If he was healthy, look at the beast he could be. Nico, this is all on you.
It would be kind of funny if in order to trade Luka, he had to like put in there like, oh, if he gets to this weight by this time or whatever, you're fired. Like, I give up my job.
Yeah, if he cuts 30 pounds in LA, you can blame me and fire me.
I mean, they're 3-8 right now, so I don't know if it's just like the fact, but like you don't have Kyrie got injured at the end of the season last year, so I don't know how. I mean, I guess they still should be better than 3-8 though. If they have 8. I think Anthony Davis.
Who are you talking about? 3-8 Mavericks?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Anthony Davis has gotten hurt, so it doesn't help him either.
No.
So I mean, I guess I don't know. I just think it was weird. But at the same time, I don't know if you could just have a GM make a trade and then immediately be like, that was bad, you're fired.
I don't know.
Maybe this is really the only time you can fire him?
I disagree. I feel like you make a you make a crazy trade like that pretty much the entire fan base is furious with. I think as an organization, you'd be like, you know what?
Well, I don't know. Like, will the owners have not known about the... I mean, I guess there's a chance that they might not have known.
I think they can know, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the GM's job to make these decisions.
But like, if the GM said, "Hey, can I do this trade?" and they say yes, and then I do that, and then they're like, "You're fired." It's like, what?
Yeah. Console with me next time, dickhead. You're gone. No, I think honestly, what it could have been is one, Luke is healthy and looks good. Two, AD is old and probably looks frail.
Like I said, I think he got injured.
I think you're right. And three, all your chips in the basket of this young kid who obviously you could provide looks good, but he's not even the favorite to win Rookie of the Year right now, right?
Well, what? I'm actually curious where he's at in that, because I know last week we were looking at it and he was just barely the favorite.
I'm pretty sure last I checked,
but I know VJ has not. He's not putting up 30 points a game, but I don't think any of the you Sixers fans I thought he was going to do that every time. I think you needed to calm down a little bit. Some people are like being like, "Oh, VJ's not that good." It's like, you really thought a rookie was going to put up 30 points a game? Awards, Rookie of the Year. No, he's still he's now minus 110. VJ's plus 200, so you can get better odds now on VJ.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Minus 110 plus 200. Okay.
Well, either way, I mean, that was a no-brainer pick. It's not like you're rewarded for getting lucky and going from like the 11th best odds to get the first pick to getting the first pick and being like, oh yeah, you get rewarded for getting a good pick. It's a lot of luck.
Top 20 players in scoring this season. The entire 20 list of people is all kickers, except for number 1, Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
All right. That's all your NFL. That's all your NBA news, right?
Yeah, there's not much. I mean, this early in the season, unless someone gets like a horrific injury, it's kind of like
old school Sixers jerseys back.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I think
they looked real good. Yeah. They looked real good. I loved seeing the team in them.
Oh well, it's just that and that those did look really good, and it just kind of reminds me of how bad the red jerseys are, and just like I wish we could just get rid of them completely and just only have like our third alternate be the black ones.
Oh, we talked about them coming because remember we talked about hip hop too.
Yeah, and the court was sweet. Yeah, I like the court. I have seen the because we get the in-season tournament on Tuesdays and Fridays now, so we get actually game tonight. Our court's blue, which I like it better than the red, to be honest. The red was bad.
Yeah.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have a green one, so people are kind of doing green screen things with that. So that's
fun. That's a fun thing to do.
It's kind of but I don't know how good that is for the Minnesota Timberwolves to just be able to have everyone be able to go out there and do that. It's kind of risky.
Yeah, it is risky for sure.
I did see some rumors that they asked about Ja Morant. If they could get combined Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards, that would be a pretty good team.
Yes, it would. Grizzlies played tonight too against the Knicks. We played the Celtics
again. Third time this year already.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
We've played I think 10 games.
3 of them were the Celtics.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for this week, boys. Thank you guys for watching. We're going into week 11. I hope you guys, your bets win. I hope the Eagles dominate the Lions on prime time. Give me one game you hope goes your way, right? Pick a non-Eagles.
Like my pick?
Yeah, sure.
I want to be right when the Chicago won.
Chicago?
Yeah, I want to be right with that pick.
Okay, I like it.
I stand my ground and say 9 is not it.
9? I had the Dolphins. Who's my dog? Bengals. Bengals against the Steelers. I think the Bengals should be able to beat the Steelers, so I'm hoping the Bengals cover 5.5 on that one. So hope you guys all win your bets. Thank you guys for coming over. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, give us all the feedback. We could use them. Share our videos too, yes. And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace out.